And we're live.
I have an edgy topic.
Oh, edgy? I don't know.
do.
I don't like. Let's shy away from edgy things.
I don't know how this will go over. Anyway, so here is.
Where are we headed?
Here's a Craigslist ad. This was in my area. And Rainbow Kitten Surprise, 211 Cat's Cradle. I guess this is a band or something. So here's the deal, folks. I have one ticket to a sold-out show to see Rainbow Kitten Surprise on February 11th at Cat's Cradle. I bought 2 tickets with the optimistic hope that I would find someone to go with me and split the costs of a hotel room in Chapel Hill. That didn't work out. So I'm looking for a concert buddy to see the show and split a hotel. I know running to Craigslist comes across as desperate, but I'm actually relatively cool. My friends routinely rate me as a comfortable 7 out of 10, and I just want to hear some good music and not worry about driving back to Raleigh afterwards. I'm a woman in my mid-20s, veterinarian student, sarcastic as fuck, and I really love music. If you happen to have thick skin, a beard, and enjoy whiskey, that'd be a big plus. The whiskey is negotiable. A headshot would be appreciated. My Instagram is Katie whatever. If you're some crazy-ass serial killer that thinks this sounds like a convenient setup, please keep shopping. It's just a different concert. I'm tough as shit, and I have large, suspicious friends with me, but they're on a Valentine's date and don't want to share a room. Am I crazy, or is this girl, like, down to fuck? She has concert tickets, and she wants to split a hotel room with some guy. I feel like she's at least open to the idea. I have her pictures.
Yeah. I think it almost goes without saying. Yeah, I mean the fact that she included physical requirements.
I'm listening.
She said, "Oh, I want a guy who's a bearded guy and likes whiskey." And I guess she didn't say he's good looking or anything.
What?
Well, she's not very attractive.
I think she's pretty. I think
she does look like a man.
10. I think she might be an 8 out of 10. I don't know. She's
definitely not that. She's not someone that you would see in the street and be like, "Wow, they're really attractive." But that's certainly not someone I'm having trouble seeing.
You would see her
picture.
and you would say, "There's a person."
Yeah, you'd say, "There's someone."
She's female.
Yeah, I mean,
I enlarged it.
Sarah McMahon is probably better looking.
She's not fat.
No. That's true.
That is true.
She's not fat, and I would even say she's bigger boob than average.
This is not an ugly girl. This is not an ugly girl at all. Like she's not anyone that you would write home about, but she's absolutely she's absolutely average.
Dude, I set this topic up like weeks ago. She's very selective on who she allows to follow her on Instagram. It was not easy for me to get these photos, people.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
She's a 5.5.
You've been planning this for weeks trying to get through to her Instagram. That's really fun. That's funnier than this whole topic is the fact that you've been sitting on this and
I'm listening to the band. Like maybe I want to go, but
it happened on a couple weeks ago.
She seems like she'd be fun, like a fun-loving kind of person. Like the message doesn't come off as like creepy or anything. It comes off as, granted, it is hard for women to be creepy in a way, but it's like, it just doesn't, she seems like a good-hearted person who just wants to see a concert and kind of wants to have some fun too.
Yeah. Make it like, if you reverse the genders, it's pretty scary though.
It's very
right?
desperate. Yeah.
It's very, very desperate too. But there's something wrong with this girl if she doesn't know a man and she doesn't have any ability to find one who would accept free concert tickets and a trip with her. There's something wrong with this person. This is the woman
trump card,
there
right?
are no women out there who do not have dicks in the bottle on the shelf. Okay. Taylor is shaking his head emphatically right now for you radio listeners.
You are totally right about that. That's the big red flag.
I've always said this.
Well spelled out by the fact that she used Craigslist to get this little message out there.
So women, if a guy goes into the bar and says, "Hello, everybody, I would like to have sex," he will not end up having sex. If a woman does the same, she'll have 7 suitors. She's just doing it electronically. And I've always
it's because women can
superpower. Women are the gatekeepers.
You know how cats and dogs will lay next to people that are about to die and they just kind of have a sense and they know. Women can smell desperation like a bloodhound on a deer hunt or whatever the fuck, and they sense that desperation, no interest, because that's just evolutionary. You want someone where you feel like you have to attain that.
If they were good, they'd be in demand.
You know, but Kyle's right. Like from this message, like it doesn't. I don't think this is a bad person or someone who's like crazy. But the fact that it's on Craigslist is a big red flag. That this wasn't first put on Facebook or something like that.
Facebook first, of course.
Yeah,
Like get a buddy, a friend of a friend, someone in our circle of people we fucking know. You get a stranger in a hotel room, she could get murdered.
And it doesn't speak well to her circle of friends at all. If of those people, none of them wanted to come with her. Like, do they know this is that really annoying girl who says she's sarcastic?
So
AF,
pause for a second.
really
Pause for a second.
Mean?
Let's say I want this. Hypothetically, you're single. You see this and it's in time. Do you say yes?
No.
You don't want to go to this concert with her?
Absolutely not.
I don't know what the rainbow.
If she were here asking me to go to a concert with her, I wouldn't go. She's not attractive, first of all. She's like a 5.5 tops. Her face is fucked.
A better number.
Her face is fucked. I'm sorry.
From the neck down, she's better than that.
She's from the crotch to her shoulders, which is all we can see. She probably weighs 140 pounds or something. I just don't think she's in. Yeah.
Maybe even less.
Look, hey, this is just me judging her as skin deep as I possibly can from this one blurry, tiny photograph. But let me just say, there's so many things wrong with this. Like it's so easy for a girl to get a guy to go to this concert with her without going to Craigslist. It just is. Like she could hop on Tinder and make this happen in half an hour.
I think she has.
You like
spunk.
her because you don't know her.
Well, I don't know her, but I think she's got spunk. I don't know. There was something about it.
Is that what that STD is called?
I will say that I worry about that a little bit. It's hard to. I don't know her, right? I don't know anything about her. I just feel like if she's hopping into bed with a stranger, this isn't her first time.
That is another thing that's a red flag. Is that if you are into this, like I'm going to go on this because I think I have a good chance of getting laid. This has happened before, I would imagine, for her. Like this, it seems like this is the level of comfort that she's written to where it's like, I've done this before, maybe. Like I will invite random guys to go to concerts and then we bang and then that's it, which is fine if that's what she wants to do.
Yeah, she's
go for it.
It
is a little
positive.
I don't know. The
positive
Kyle is
sounds like an
about
STD, but it's an attitude, right? She's in favor of sex, and I think that's cool. I just wish that she was somehow less experienced and still in favor of sex. If she was my potential girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know. The more Kyle talks about it, you're really bringing up reasonable, lucid points about for her to have to post this means that at least a couple other bridges were crossed on the way here that for a normal person like that wouldn't need to be crossed.
Well, Mark, Steve, Joe, John, and Bill all said I'm a cunt and they won't come. So, that's what happened. Like, how many men does she know, and none of them fit the bill for a companion to come along with this concert? It's beyond the pale that this is the situation.
Sex is included in this little thing, then the fact that none of her guy friends would go with her on this speaks volumes.
I read a tone in the Craigslist ad that was appealing to me. It was like, hey, look,
more pics.
I'm fun.
That's on someone else's Instagram, FYI. So you got to scroll.
What am I?
If you scroll down, you'll see a few pics of her.
Is she picking something out of the grass?
That's her with those two animals. That's her smiling with that guy, and their faces are together. Uh-huh. That's her wearing the pink 100-man Wolfpack shirt. That's her with her friend's hand on her shoulder and the bandana's on. That's her at the very bottom with the green hat. We're really stalking this girl. Stalking her good.
We're not sure. We're not showing this to anyone right now, are we? Okay, good. I really don't want to.
Yeah, this isn't my first time.
The other picture, but I didn't go to the stalk level.
Yeah.
All I did was Google her username.
You did. Yeah. All right. So...
I didn't call my sources or anything. Hey, Bill, I want you to search this whore up for me. Yeah. Read a rundown. All the dirt.
Something about the way she wrote the ad. Maybe the fact that she's a veterinarian student. She's probably very clever. I think she's neat.
I just mean she likes syringes.
My biggest deterrent to it is
what Special K is? That's cat tranquilizer, ketamine. That's what this is about. It's all a big ploy for her for her ketamine ring. It sounds really cruel the way we're talking about this girl, but just my thoughts are that there's something fucking wrong with her if she's putting this ad there on Craigslist. It just sounds like a weird situation to me. I am a bit surprised after some Googling to find she's a real human being, to be
I
honest.
don't think she's unattractive. I think she's pretty average.
Sure,
and
I do too.
Like I don't think she's ugly at all, but it's just the fact that it's posted on Craigslist is a little odd for something like this. And I also don't know what kind of band is this? The Rainbow Kittens?
I've been listening a bit. It's kind of it's actually not that bad. This is a bit of Rainbow Kittens right here.
I'll take your word for it.
I feel like I can't play it. I don't know. That'll be the thing that dings me on this show.